Truth behind food expiration dates. How understanding food labels can save money and reduce waste. In today's world, as we pivot towards discussions of sustainability and the urgent need to minimize waste, an unexpected source of consumer waste emerges from the shadows: the widespread misinterpretation of food expiration labels. Annually, this misunderstanding leads to the disposal of millions of pounds of food, driven largely by confusion over terms like best by, use by, and sell by. Contrary to popular belief, these labels do not signal the safety threshold of food products, but rather are meant to guide consumers about the period of optimal freshness and quality. This widespread misconception has significant repercussions, extending beyond just environmental degradation due to escalating food waste. It also places an undue financial strain on families worldwide. The complexity of the issue lies in the nuanced nature of these labels, which, without a universal standard, become a puzzle for consumers to decipher. The reality is that many foods remain perfectly safe and consumable beyond these dates, yet the fear of potential health risks leads to premature disposal. This cycle of misunderstanding and waste not only contributes to the growing problem of landfill overflow and the squandering of resources used in food production, such as water, energy, and labor, but also exacerbates the issue of food insecurity in communities across the globe. As we understand deeper into the consequences of this issue, it becomes clear that addressing the confusion around food expiration labels is more than an exercise in reducing waste. It is a critical step towards fostering a more sustainable and conscientious global food system. By reevaluating our approach to food labeling and striving for clarity and consistency, we can make significant strides in mitigating environmental impact, conserving valuable resources, and alleviating the economic pressures faced by households. This endeavor requires a collective effort to educate, innovate, and legislate towards a future where food is valued not just as a commodity, but as a precious resource that sustains life and the planet. The genesis of food expiration labeling in the United States can be traced back to the 1970s, a period marked by a shift in consumer behavior as Americans moved away from producing their own food to purchasing it from stores. This transition underscored the need for information about the food's origin and its freshness. However, the intention behind these dates to inform consumers about when a product is at its best has been lost in translation over the decades. The result is a widespread misconception that these dates are tied to the safety of the food, which is not the case. For instance, eggs can remain consumable 3 to 5 weeks past their use-by date, and many pantry staples, like a box of mac and cheese, can be enjoyed well beyond the printed date without a compromise in quality. This confusion is exacerbated by the lack of a unified national standard for date labeling in the United States, leading to a patchwork of state-level regulations that further muddy the waters for consumers. This regulatory inconsistency means that the same product may carry different implications for its freshness or quality depending on the state in which it is sold. Such inconsistency not only leads to confusion, but also significantly contributes to the staggering statistics on food waste. It is estimated that more than 90% of Americans discard food prematurely due to misinterpretation of expiration dates, and approximately 40% of the U.S. food supply is wasted each year. This is not just an environmental concern, but a financial one, with households throwing away an average of $1,866 worth of food annually due to misunderstanding expiration dates. The implications of this issue are manifold. On an environmental level, food waste contributes to increased greenhouse gas emissions, overuse of landfill space, and squandering of resources used in food production, such as water and energy. Economically, the cost of food waste hits consumers' wallets hard, especially in times of rising grocery prices. Furthermore, the ethical dimension of food waste cannot be ignored in a world where food insecurity remains a pressing issue for millions of people. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach. One key strategy is consumer education. Understanding that best by and use by dates are indicators of quality rather than safety could significantly reduce the amount of food discarded in households. For example, Milk may remain safe to consume beyond its sell-by date if it has been stored properly, and canned goods can last for years past their labeled date. By relying on sensory indicators such as smell, appearance, and taste, consumers can make more informed decisions about the safety and quality of their food. In addition to consumer education, there is a pressing need for regulatory reform. Establishing a standardized national system for date labeling could demystify expiration dates for consumers, thereby reducing unnecessary waste. Such legislation could differentiate between dates indicating peak quality and those concerning safety, helping consumers make better informed decisions about their food. Furthermore, the food industry plays a crucial role in this narrative. By adopting clearer labeling practices and investing in consumer education about how to interpret these labels, manufacturers and retailers can contribute to a significant reduction in food waste. Innovations in packaging that extend the shelf life of perishable items and improvements in food storage solutions could also play a pivotal role. The conversation about food expiration dates is, at its core, a dialogue about sustainability, consumer rights, and the intersection of public health and environmental stewardship. By unraveling the complexities of expiration dates, we can make strides towards a more sustainable future, characterized by reduced food waste, lower environmental impact, and increased food security. The journey towards this future involves not just changing labels, but changing mindsets, fostering a culture of informed consumption, and rethinking our relationship with food from the ground up. To encapsulate, the challenge of food waste tied to the misinterpretation of expiration dates stands as a complex dilemma, touching upon critical environmental, economic, and ethical concerns. It's a multifaceted issue that demands a unified and informed approach to bring about meaningful change. Our collective journey toward addressing this problem necessitates a robust commitment to education to ensure consumers can make knowledgeable decisions about their food. Moreover, there's an urgent call for regulatory reform to establish clear, consistent, and scientifically grounded guidelines on food expiration labeling. Such reforms will not only demystify the dates on food packaging, but also pave the way for reducing unnecessary waste. Equally important is the role of industry innovation in this endeavor. The food sector's push towards more sustainable practices and technologies can significantly extend the shelf life of food products, thereby reducing the likelihood of premature disposal. By embracing innovative packaging solutions, improving food storage techniques, and fostering a culture of sustainability within the industry, we can significantly mitigate the impact of food waste on our environment and society. Ultimately, our efforts to tackle the issue of food waste go beyond the simple act of conserving food. They are about preserving our planet's precious resources, alleviating financial strain on households across the globe, and fostering a world where food security is a reality for everyone. This mission, though ambitious, is within our grasp, and it requires the collaboration and commitment of all stakeholders involved. Join us at InfoBurst as we continue to explore and advocate for solutions that not only challenge the status quo, but also contribute to a more sustainable and equitable future. Together, we can turn the tide against food waste, ensuring our actions today safeguard our resources, our money, and ultimately, our planet for tomorrow.